Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Lydia. If you're new around here, hey, what's up? Welcome. I'm Lydia. I create lifestyle and travel vlogs. If you're not new, what's up, sis? How you doing? How are you? Me, I'm not so good. I'm not great. Let me not lie. I'm not really. I need to sort out my car. I need to sort my car again. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that on the week off, my week off that I've been literally gagging for, it literally has been the worst week off ever. I barely had any time off. I've literally been running up and down, running errands. Even today, on my day off, I was filming a video. Like, I don't understand how I'm filming a video on my day off. It doesn't, the maths isn't mathsing. Alongside that, I also had like major car troubles again. Listen, before, I know some people are gonna be typing away, Lydia, why don't you just get a new car? Lydia, listen, please. The reason why my car is broken is because of me. Like, it is entirely my fault. I put, I think, engine oil in the coolant. So basically put oil in the wrong place where water's meant to be, and it's now gone into the engine and it's just messed up the whole entire engine. My engine is basically irreparable, and that was entirely my fault. I shared a lot of this on the day it happened. If you follow me on Instagram stories, then you know what I'm talking about. But quite a few people were like, Lydia, why don't you just buy a new car? Why don't you just buy a new car? First of all, I think that's awfully presumptive of like somebody, you guys don't actually know somebody's financial situation. So if you look at someone and you just go, why don't you just buy a new car? How do you know they can afford it? And I feel like that kind of pressure is what makes people do things that they can't quite afford. Guys, luckily, you guys know I am a woman of my own 2 feet. I don't let the internet persuade me or sway me to do things that I know are not the right time for me. So for example, right now, the reason why I didn't buy a new car is because I am a terrible driver, guys. Like, literally, I haven't got the first clue about driving. I don't even know how I passed my theory or my practical. It's all just God's grace. It's all God's grace, because I don't know the first thing about how to look after a car, how to even drive them properly. So I feel like this is not the right time for me to buy a brand new car, for me to just go and scratch it, dent it, mark it. Like, my current car, I put a giant dent in it, I think day 3 of me having it, and it was so bad that where I dented it, the person who saw me doing it, his mouth was literally like, what's going on? Long story short, the reason why I don't have a new car and I didn't buy a new car and I don't intend on even buying a new car now is because I need to practice my driving. And I feel like any first time drivers, my advice for you is to buy a runaround car. Get all your mistakes out of the way now. Do you think I will ever put engine oil in my coolant again? Never, because I have learned the lesson the hard way. My car is basically kaput. It's done, and I need to send it back to the garage. So the AA are gonna come and pick it up again. Shout out to my insurance. Like, every week my insurance come in handy. Like, car insurance, life insurance. God forbid I should ever need my house insurance, but you know, insurance, insure everything. So my the AA are going to come and pick it up and just basically recover it to a garage. Though I don't think there's anything they can do with it. The mechanic already told me that the engine, to get a new engine, is too expensive. It is what it is. So I'm still gonna take it to the garage to see what they can do for it. So yeah, that is the plan for this afternoon. Guys, listen, all I will say in regards to if you wanna buy a new car, if you're like a new driver, do not be persuaded by the internet on what you think other people are doing and you should be doing as well. Like, do what makes sense for you and your life. If right now you're not a great driver the way I'm not a great driver, then don't go and buy yourself a new car that you're gonna scratch and dent just so that you can flex. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go and get this car, because the AA are gonna be waiting for me pretty damn soon and I don't wanna miss them. So, do you guys remember these shoes? I did a campaign with these like nearly 2 years ago. They're really good trainers. They're from Reebok. I'm gonna leave them linked below. You can also see to my left here, my rugs finally came, guys. I have 2 rug options right here. I have 2 rug options that have been delivered from Ruggable. Shout out to Ruggable for sponsoring this video. I'll show you that part later on. But I am so excited to finally have a rug for that bit there. Look at my sofa, you can tell I've been chilling. I've been doing some chilling as well as running up and down. But I am so fucking excited to try the 2 different options. I'll show you that a bit later on. But for now, listen, let us go. I gotta go. Phone, headphones, keys. I don't have any of it. Keys, car key, coat. You guys, you won't believe this. Come back to my car and guess what? Have a look. See this yellow thing right here? That is a ticket. That's a penalty charge ticket. Let me even get it. Let me see. Oh, damn. It's even got water. So I have a penalty charge notice for leaving my car here, but this is the only place where I could leave it. I've just spoken to Teddy, and Teddy seems to think that I can get this written off because my car was actually broken down at the time. Surely I should get this written off for this pure fact that it's wet. I can't even, how am I gonna reply to this? It's actually wet. Parked in a residence or shared parking place without a valid virtual permit. £130? Wow. This can be reduced to 50% with £65 if paid within 14 days. Okay, well I guess £65 to park my car here for the last 3-4 days is not so bad because I was literally stuck. It was either that or I just break down in the middle of the road and cause an accident and cause loads of traffic for everybody else. So I figured out, let me just come and park in a little side alley here. Clearly this is residential parking and I haven't got a permit, but I think £65, I'll take that L. Because you know, other boroughs, somebody will come and give you a ticket for each and every single day that you're parked here. When did they give me this ticket? Wow, they gave me this ticket 3 days ago. So they really have just been ignoring my car. That's a blessing, I can't lie. That feels like a blessing to me. £65, but it also could have been a lot worse, you know? I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to keep it because it's really wet. All I'm gonna do now is just sit and chill and wait for the AA to come and take this car away. I'm starting to lose my patience. The AA were meant to be here 30 minutes ago and they're not here. They're not here.
Go down line only. If you have broken down, notify an operator. This will allow us to we ask you to observe social distancing.
Send them then, all this chitting and chatting. The AA recovery guy is here. The time is 3:40. Let's do it. AA are here to save the day. Woohoo! Good morning, guys. Morning. So I'm back home. I'm back home after a long weekend. Literally nothing happened. You didn't miss anything. But I'm finally back to check out my rugs. So as I said before, guys, I have new rugs that I want to basically test out. We've got 2 of them. At this point, I don't even remember which one is which because I've had these sitting in the lounge for a little while. So let's open them up and I will show you my new ruggable rug. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Unboxed the rugs. So first things first, it comes in 2 parts. This is the rug pad, and then this itself is the rug itself. Guys, big shout out to Ruggable for sponsoring this video because what's really cool is I was actually looking at Ruggable. If you guys watched my very disastrous live a few months back when I was trying to pick some rugs, this is one of the ones that came up as an option. It's a new company, 2017 established, but I love what they're doing. So what it is that they're basically machine washable rugs. So any stains, you can just pop it into the machine and it washes off, which is why it comes in 2 parts like this. This is the rug pad, and this is made of 95% recycled materials. So we love that for the environment. And this itself is my coral rug. So I've got 2 different sizes. This one is 150 times 215, and the bigger size is 185 times 275. So that's much bigger than this one. So we're gonna first start with the small one. So we just need to assemble it. So I've watched a few videos, which makes it look really easy. Basically, leave a 1-inch overhang top here. I watched a video on this on the Ruggable website. So this should be easy. So put that at the top there. All I gotta do is unroll all of this back, and this has got like a Velcro on the back of it which helps it stick. Let's do this. You want to unroll and flatten as you go along. This is so nice and simple. As I said, this is machine washable and it's also spill and stain resistant, which makes it ideal for the position that it's in, because I always sit here having my food or having a little cheeky drink. So we don't need to worry about that at all. The rug is also totally safe for babies and pets, though I don't have either of those in my house, but that's also for anybody who has babies or pets. You ain't gonna worry about that. That looks so good. Looks so good. So another cool thing about Ruggable is that these rug covers are interchangeable, so you don't have to stick to any pattern. Like, you can have so many different ones and just change them as you feel, which is great for a babe like me who loves to change around her lounge. Okay, so I need to get up. I need to see how this looks, because this is the smaller size and we have the other size that I want to try as well. Oh wow, I love it so much. I freaking love it. Let me show you. So this is what the rug looks like, the smaller one. It has that vintage effect, which I am so into, super into. And I think the colors really work well. It's like that neutral, but we've got a little bit of like blacks in there. I'll show you the other rug too. That one's got a lot more pop of color and it's bigger. So you guys can let me know which one you think works better for the space, but I absolutely love this vintage effect. Another cool thing about this rug is that it's non-slip. So the mat, you see this underneath it, means that it doesn't move. It doesn't move, so there's no risk of you slipping and sliding when you're walking on this rug, which is always best. Look at it. There she is. I freaking love this so much. It's neutral, but it's still like, you know, it's still got a little bit of color. It's got some earthy colors in here. I can see some browns. I can see a little bit of black in here. I love it. You guys let me know what you think about this rug. I'm gonna leave all of the Ruggable details in the description box. You guys open it up, check out my discount code and use it to get yourself a discount. Be sure to use my discount code Lydia Dinga for some coins off at the checkout. I love it. I love it so freaking much. It's a yes from me. Let me try another one regardless. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you both of the rugs on and you guys let me know which one you think works best for the space. So this is the first one. This is the slightly smaller one. I really like this one. I really like it. And we've already got some of it underneath the sofa legs. So this is option number 1. So this is option number 2, guys. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to do anymore. I love 1 and I love 2 too. So I really like the size of this. As you can see, it's a lot bigger. It takes up the space, but still also I still have that space at the front here, so people don't actually have to walk on the rug. You can walk around it. And as you can see, it goes nice and flat. It doesn't affect my door. And also luckily my door, there's a huge gap underneath my door. Look, my fingers can go, my hand can go underneath. Thank goodness for old doors. But they're not great for breeze, but that's great for now for this rug here. Look at this. What do you guys think? Let me show it to you on the other angle as well. This is the other angle. You guys let me know which one you prefer. Do you prefer this one or do you prefer the other one, that cream one there instead? It's a little bit later on in the afternoon. I'm all done with my work for today. I also decided, guys, I finally decided that the rug that I'm gonna keep downstairs is the bigger one, okay? We're definitely keeping the bigger, more colorful one downstairs, and then the lighter, smaller one might even go up here in my room, but I haven't really started thinking about my bedroom just yet. I still need these bedside cabinets. Listen, decorating your house takes a while. Take your time, go slow, and just do things in your own time when you can, you know? Yeah, I really like the big rug. But anyway, now it's time for me to go make my steps. I've only made 3,200 steps and it is 6:50. It's literally 7 p.m. and I have 12,000 more steps to go. So I don't even have time to be sitting here talking to you guys. Let me hang up this top and then go and complete my walk and then come back and we can make dinner. I'm probably gonna have my fave for dinner, which is steak and kale. I'm gonna say probably when I know damn more, that's exactly what I'm gonna have for dinner. And then besides that, what I have left to do tonight before I get to bed is reorganize a lot of my PR again. I had some PR bits in the shed, but I just don't want them in the shed. It makes no damn sense. Now, especially that I have my beauty room organized. If you haven't seen the video where I was reorganizing my closet, click on this video to go and watch it after this. So I've got some organization to do when I come back. Maybe we can do that over some episodes of Desperate Housewives because I'm obsessed. I'm on like season 5. I've got through it quick. I'm on like season 5 now. It's so good. Let's go and get this walk. let's get these steps in, because people always asking me on stories, Lydia, what shoes are you wearing to walk Dinga Step Challenge? For anyone who's taking part, today I'm wearing my Yeezy 350 Boosts. These are super old. I think this is like the first Kanye West shoe that was dropped, but they are just super comfortable. You see this sole here? It's like, when you walk in this, it literally feels like you're walking on the cloud. Like, it's so good, so comfy. If not this, I wear my Huaraches in black. Those are literally the two shoes that I walk in. My watch, people are always asking, this is my Garmin Venue watch. I love this watch so much. It's a smart watch, so it does so much. Like, it does so many other things besides just counting your steps. I've lately been using it to track my sleep, which is really great, because then I can kind of know what kind of, in fact, I can feel when I have good quality sleep, but I can definitely tell that the watch is right, because on the days when I feel great, that's when I've had the most amount of REM sleep. That's like, I think when your brain goes into like full recovery mode. I could be wrong, but you want to have a lot of REM sleep. That's all I know, and I've been getting a lot more of it lately. Garmin Venue watch to count my steps. If I'm not using my Venue watch, then I'll just use my pedometer on my phone. Though the pedometer on your phone is not so handy, because you don't always have your phone with you 24/7. Like, my watch stays on my body, so it counts every single step, but the phone, you have to remember to hold it so that you can count steps. But the app that I use is the Steps app. What else do I need to let you guys know? I drink a lot of water when I'm doing the challenge, obviously, to stay hydrated. People always ask, roughly how long does it take to walk 15K? Roughly 3 hours. Roughly 3 hours to walk 15K. And I don't do it because it's fun. I don't do it because it's easy. I don't do it because I love walking. I do it because I told myself that this is something that I'm going to stick to. And this, so far for me, I found to be the best way for me to lose weight. In fact, the most efficient way of me to lose weight without, I say efficient, it's not very time efficient, but the most efficient way for me to lose weight without suffering, well, I guess to lose weight is one way or the other. You have to pick one. There's some suffering involved. There always is. So pick your battle. 12,000 steps to go and my ball's calling. I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. I'm gonna go start taking my walk and chat to my mans. Back from my walk, guys. I managed to get to 14,780 steps. That's good. I can manage the next 300 or so in the house. My steak is already on downstairs in the kitchen. This is a face halo, guys. I've been meaning to try this for ages. I see everyone using these. They're meant to be really good for removing your makeup. Just add water. Okay, so I've just added water. Is that gonna work? Wow. Wow. The girls are serious. Look at that. It's really taking my makeup off. Okay, face halo. Hashtag not an ad. However, face halo. Hit me up. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm still gonna go in with my Ren Perfect Canvas face wash. This is a brand new one, as per usual. I go through these, I think, like every single month. I'm addicted to Ren products. I am. I'm gonna leave my discount code on the screen for you guys to go and check out Ren too, because you guys know I love it. I don't know if this is how I'm meant to use this product, this face holder product, but I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, look, it looks so good. Racing downstairs to my steak. This is what we're having for dinner. Nice. And then here, I've just had the pan heating up, and I'm gonna fry some kale in here. Morning, guys. Good morning. What do you think about my hat? I I love it. It's from Primark. It's really, really warm. I'm wearing all black today. About to head out to see my accountant. That is today's main errand. You guys, if you don't know, I have been self-employed for the last 2.5 years or so. And so I have an accountant who helps me basically just keep in check with everything regarding taxes, business, and mainly taxes, because I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. And I want to make sure that I get it right, because when you get your accounts wrong, if you get your accounts wrong, the government will come for you. HMRC will come for you. The taxman will come for you. I don't want that. So yeah, so I'm actually off to my accountants to go and sort out a few other things. There's a few things that I want to ask him. So for example, you guys know that I want to buy a car, but I want to find out from him like which is the best way for me to buy a car, because you can do things as a business or you can do things as a individual. I am both an individual and also a business, because obviously I run and own my own company. So I can do certain things under the company, which can also save me money as a person. But then there's certain things that you can do as a person, which is actually better for you to do as opposed to doing it as a business. So much stuff. Tax, corporation tax, personal tax. It's just tax. So let's just try and figure out a way of doing things in the most tax efficient way. Hence my appointment today with my accountant, and then also just discussing future plans, what goals I have in mind, and how we can work and plan towards those. You guys know that I am a planning babe. Like anything that I want, I feel like I need to plan towards it, and money is like the key to a lot of things. So I need to stack up and make sure that I have the money that I need. Anyway, the purpose of today is just to go and future plan with my accountant and sort out all of that side of things, because I'm not very good at it. But we do have to dash, so let's go. I've just got to my accountant and we're here ready for business. And you know they're going to ask about you, so
yes.
What's the threshold for them if they want to come and work with you? What's the threshold? I know there's a threshold.
Well,
is there a threshold?
Upon application.
Reviewing upon application.
No.
Alright.
Cool. So, itinerary for today. Firstly, we're going to discuss your corporation tax. Then we are going to move on to your self-assessment tax bill, because that's just a follow through of your corporation tax. Yeah. Then we'll discuss a new strategy for transparency for your accounting and your finances. And then most excitingly, we're going to discuss a little bit of personal finance, which I like to nickname the LEAP. Tax planning. It's an incredibly important thing to take into consideration, because there are no tricks. The only way in which you can reduce your tax exposure are by expenses. So as I mentioned before, the list of expenses that we have, I will forward to you by email. But the one expense that I want to introduce to you today are pensions. Can offer great tax advantages to you for now. And it's because of the element of investing in which it offers. The pension that you may be interested in are known as SIPs, abbreviated as SIPs. It's a self-invested private pension. A SAS is a self-invested asset sort of pension, and it's commonly used to purchase commercial property. BOOP is a health insurance in which you can now take advantage of through your business, where you take a policy out with them and it covers yourself as well as your employees. They have a plan which covers up to 10 employees. I believe it's the best part of £350 per month.
Yeah.
And what that will cover is medical, private medical bills, checkups with GPs on short notice. But in terms of the accounting benefits, you will now be able to make a deduction on your corporation tax of the £350, but it's not the full £350 which gets offset against your bill. It's 19% of it, and that's per month.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Just jumping on a call here with my accountant. Yesterday was so good. Yesterday was so good. And so we said we were going to have another catch-up call today, because he's basically putting me on Xero. Xero is like a finance accounting service, I think. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I've seen adverts for it. When will Zoom leave our lives, please? Because we're still Zooming.
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm alright. Did you get the invitation from Xero? In your email?
On my email.
The most important thing that you're gonna need is a cash report. So we'll probably book in some time, and then I'll need to book in some time because I want to check in and see whether you've done the investment stuff later. So at that point in time, we will now have a catch up then.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Fish has got back to you. Jax will get back to you by the end of the week.
Yeah.
I sent you the investment accounts. I sent you your self-assessment. Sent you the company account.
So with the dividends and stuff, are we going to set up some time separately to go through Zero so that I can understand it better as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is we'll do that on Zero, but at the same time, we'll catch up regarding Hargreaves Lansdowne accounts as well.
That was a great call. And yesterday was an even better meeting. Honestly, I'm so glad that I am finally getting round to getting on top of this, because I think sometimes I have the habit of, when I don't understand something, instead of running towards it to try and figure it out, sometimes I want to run away from it. So with my accounts and stuff, I've always just been resigned to the fact that I have an accountant and he does it. I have an accountant and he does it. But I actually need to understand what he's doing, why he's doing it, what the benefits are. Because at the end of the day, my accountant does my accounts for me, but I'm the one who's entirely liable for everything. Like literally everything that I sign always says that, reminds you that you are the one who's liable. So it's important to also understand the things that they're doing and why you pay certain taxes and what all the different things are, you know? So yesterday was so good. It literally felt like I was in the class. I was sitting there on my notepad, listening to him talk and just scribbling away. And in fact, I stopped scribbling after a while and I just started recording, and I've got like all of the notes here on my phone. Now I actually can take time to go through these videos in my own time to re-understand the things that he was saying, because we spoke about a lot. We spoke mostly about like pensions and the future, because when you're self-employed, you literally need to start thinking about the future as well as now. Not only just now, making sure that you have work coming in so that you can actually upkeep your life, but you also need to think about the future in terms of retirement, Lydia. How does that look? Because when you're self-employed, there's no automatic pension that's done. You need to either decide to pay into your pensions or have different investment opportunities lined up for the future. So those are things that we were talking about. I think this is going to be very useful. We have a few more sessions to go. I can't wait. Like, we're just going to be going through many other things that I don't quite understand. But yeah, I think it's important to face things forward. Sometimes just face it and do it and learn from it. And in fact, even speaking about facing things forward, guys, I finally got my results back for my sickle cells testing. Boy, I was so nervous. Last week, I called in my doctors to find out my results for my blood test, which I took probably about a month ago or so now. But obviously I've been traveling and all of that stuff. But anyway, I called them to get my results, and the receptionist was like, the doctor's gonna have to call you back. And I was thinking, why does the doctor need to call me back? I got really scared and I was panicking, and I was thinking, obviously it has to be bad news. Like, why else would the doctor want to call me privately? A week and a half later, the doctor called me back, and basically everything is completely fine. The reason why there was a flag on my name and on my test is because there was a higher blood count of hemoglobin, I believe. The hemoglobin levels were a little bit higher than usual, which is actually not abnormal for a fertile woman. I feel like a reptile. I feel like an animal, a fertile woman. I'm a fertile human being, so thankfully, thank God. It's probably why my hemoglobin level was a little bit spiked, I think, according to the doctors. But besides that, the test is completely fine. Like, the test came back fine. I have no traits of the sickle cell disease, which is so good for me. Like, I'm feeling so relieved because, guys, it was a lot. I was listening to this episode of the Receipts podcast. I'm gonna make sure that I link it below because you have to go listen to this one. This was wild. 10-year engagement. Anyway, I digress. In this episode, one of the adverts that they shared was for encouraging Black people to go and donate blood. You know, sickle cells is a blood disease that predominantly affects Black people, so we need to look out for each other by giving blood, because when somebody has a crisis or somebody needs blood, like, the likelihood of it being compatible, I guess, for Black people is different. I don't know really how it works, to be honest. All I know is that we need to give blood to help ourselves. Please, if you can. I'm so glad that obviously for me, this has gone well and the results came out favorably, but you guys also go and get tested. Ladies, please, please, please go and get tested and get your partners tested as well. As I said, this is not a test that's very common, and all of the thalassemia clinics, I believe that's the name, most of them in London are not operating, I guess because of funding and stuff, but you can get a test from your GP. You can request a test from your GP. You're allowed to do this. It's completely fine. It's legal. It's normal. Don't let them push you away from it. They'll probably be like, oh, but why do you need it? Listen, like I said, guys, how I got my test is I had to go to my doctors and basically lie. I had to basically lie and tell them that my partner and I are currently family planning. We absolutely are not. Not yet, okay? But I had to tell them that that's something that we're actively doing right now for them to see me as a priority. And then that way they gave me an appointment for a blood test pretty damn quick. But otherwise, they'll be like, what are you even talking about? Most doctors like that are not black might not even know what you're talking about or understand the gravity and the importance of you finding out before you get pregnant what your sickle cell's status is. So yeah, I really encourage you guys to go and find out about that. Go to your doctors, go and donate blood. Guys, this is for us. But real quick before I go away, your receipts. The episode is called His Skid Marks Are Causing Issues in Our Relationships. This episode in particular is quite wild. It's quite wild because that title is brazy. But the brazier thing is there's a woman here who wrote in about her fiance who she's been engaged to for 10 years. 10 years. Let's have a discussion, ladies and gents, really and truly. I don't want to be in anybody's business, and I hope that this is not anybody's particular situation. I hope this is not you watching this video, but for you as an individual, I'm going to ask this for everybody. What is the length of period that you think is okay for you personally to be engaged? Each person has their own, understanding. Some people have 1 year, 2 years, some people have 10 years. Maybe 10 years is normal in other places. So you guys let me know, what is your understanding of something that you'd be happy with for an engagement? Because I feel like an engagement is really just the time for you to sort out the wedding. Though I'm also the same girl who was like, I do want to enjoy being engaged. Like I want to enjoy it for like a year, I don't know, 6 months, just enjoy it and not have the pressure of like planning a wedding or any of that stuff. But at the same time, I feel like being engaged is just like so that you can get married. Like it's like the little, I was gonna say purgatory, but that ain't the word. That's not a word that's synonymous. That is not a word that is synonymous with being engaged. Purgatory. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Please be sure to check out everything that I've got listed in the description box. I'm gonna have a few things for you. This episode, you gotta check it out. But until then, please donate blood. Please go and check your sickle cell status. What else? Be a nice person, be kind, be loving. And guys, I guess I'll have to see you in my next video. Okay? Have a good day, have a good night, evening, wherever you're watching this. Bye guys.